the sunrise and Mura waking up. The world began anew, as it always did, with the slow, primal burn of the dawn. Her name was Mura, and in this immense, savage world, she was entirely alone. Each morning, she sought the comfort of the sun, a silent witness to a time 60 million years gone. The coast was her sanctuary and her greatest challenge. Survival was a series of small, practical rituals. The sand was harsh, but it cleaned. Her routine was a rhythm of movement, a relentless search for a sign, any sign, that she was not the last.
Hello? Ah! Is anyone there?
But hope, even the smallest ember, kept her walking.
Then the silence broke. A sound of desperate, heavy struggle.
In that moment, Mura didn't see a meal or a threat. She saw life in need of help. Dropping her weapon, she approached the rock, pitting her human strength against the tide's silent power. The rock was immense, a crushing weight that resisted her every effort. With a final, agonizing push, the stone moved. The mother was free.
She guided the weary mother and her small hatchling back to the healing embrace of the deeper water. The ancient creature paused, offering a silent, tender moment of thanks. It was a precious, brief moment of peace, a reminder that she was not alone in her struggle for life.
The journey resumed, but with a lighter spirit. A brief, childish reprieve from the gravity of her world. But the tropical sun was relentless, and soon her thirst became unbearable. Instinct failed her. The unforgiving salt of the ocean was a bitter shock.
Fresh water meant facing the unknown, entering the shadowy domain of the dinosaurs.
She stepped from the heat into the humid, heavy air, where every rustle was a warning.
The jungle was alive, and the forest creatures were already watching her.
She pushed deeper, trusting her senses to guide her to the life-giving water. Finally, a large, beautiful pond. The search was over. Driven by desperation, she forgot all caution. A small, frantic voice tried to warn her, but the call of the water was too strong. She drank, but the pond held a sinister secret beneath its tranquil surface.
A massive, primeval giant eel burst forth, its roar a deafening challenge to the jungle itself.
She fought the water, fighting for every inch of land, crying out for any help that might exist.
Her desperate cry carried far, rousing a giant from its rest.
The predator was upon her.
Then, the King Kong, a living legend, appeared, a force of nature.
The two titans battled, a clash of primal fury.
Too injured, the eel retreated into the murky depths, leaving the giant victorious.
The adrenaline crash was absolute. Mura fell into unconsciousness.
The little monkey tried to stir her.
Savior approached, now a figure of fear, even in his quiet concern.
He studied the fragile human, his gaze surprisingly gentle. With surprising tenderness, he lifted her, as if she were a delicate bird.
Placing her safely on a rock, he searched for a way to wake her.
Life slowly returned, a flicker behind her eyes.
The first thing she saw was the colossal face of the monster who had saved her.
The sight erased all memory of rescue. Only fear remained.
Her terror startled him. He realized his power was her biggest threat. He tried to convey peace, moving with the unnatural caution of a giant. He extended his finger, an invitation to trust, a bridge across the immense chasm between them.
Fear struggled with the realization that this giant meant her no harm. A trembling hand reached out, making the smallest, bravest connection.
And in that touch, the terror dissolved, replaced by a bond.
The small monkey, now an intermediary, offered the bounty of the jungle.
A gesture of friendship, gratefully received.
The sky began to turn crimson, signaling the close of the long, perilous day.
Gathered on the rock, Mura, her giant protector, and the little monkey watched the sun bleed into the ocean. A moment of shared wonder, binding three disparate beings in silent harmony. As darkness fell, Mura found a safe haven in the shadow of the king.
The giant rested, his fierce strength now a shield.
Three creatures, bound by the events of the day, found a deep, peaceful sleep together.
And the vast, ancient world moved on, promising new challenges, but also new connections.
The jungle slept, waiting for the return of the sun.